I'm going to be reacting to Friends Without Kids. That was sent to me by one of my subscribers, Rachel, so thank you so much, Rachel, for suggesting I react to this video. Welcome to Wife Without Kids, I'm Hannah. This channel is all about building a supportive and non-judgmental community for people who have made the choice to not have any children. Here's the opening scene. We have a mom with a toddler on her hip and a young girl that's getting into the fridge, which I can only assume is going to be disastrous of some sort. She's gonna like spill something or drop something or pull something out of the fridge that she's not supposed to. That's my guess.
Dude, I know. I haven't texted you back because in the 10 seconds it takes, make that 12 seconds it takes, my kid literally does this.
No, not the cheese! Not the cheese! Cheese is so good! Do that with like vegetables or something that you don't want to eat, but obviously that wouldn't make as much of a mess and it wouldn't be as fun. So I can understand why she would go for the cheese. No.
That's cheese on the floor. I would love a night out. And in theory, a babysitter can be bought, but in reality, my husband has to sleep in a big girl's bed.
I can't imagine sharing my bed with a child. I can't imagine sharing my bed with anybody other than my husband, honestly, because I'm a pretty light sleeper and I feel like if I had a kid in my bed, I would just never be sleeping at all. There's just that sense of like, I don't think I would like be scared that I would roll over them or anything, but I think when you're used to the sleeping situation that you have and then you add something else to that sleeping situation and you're not like a great sleeper, it's just kind of an irritant and it would make it really difficult to actually get good sleep, restful sleep.
And I'm still a late night watering hole. Let's do day. Tomorrow, post-nap or pre-nap? Okay, just name a time.
If my friend said to me post-nap or pre-nap, I wouldn't know either. I'd just be like, tell me when it works for you, because I don't know when kids go down for their naps.
Two, kids will be sleeping. Great? No, not great. Nap time is the hour of gold I need to body shower, pretend I work during business hours, and clean up shredded cheese. I need to multitask you.
Coming over when the child is sleeping would be perfect, because then couldn't you get in some quiet visiting time with the mom, because that's what you want, right? As a child-free person, I think most of us probably want the quiet catch-up visiting time that we miss having because we haven't seen you in so long because you have kids now, which is obviously fine that you have kids, but you know, when you miss someone's friendship, you want their undivided attention when you go over and visit with them, and if their kids are awake, you know you're not going to get that, but if their kids are sleeping, you're like, yes, I'm going to get this quiet, undivided attention. But then from the mom's perspective, I can see that she wants that hour to shower and clean up and work and do a million things that she needs to do. Speaking of which, this mom looks very put together to have two small children. I'm saying, she looks very nice. Sometimes it takes me hours on the weekend just to get into clothes, and she looks nicely put together, so kudos to her. Also, how amazing would it be if adults got nap time? Like just in your calendar, in your schedule for the day, 2 p.m. nap time, you're going down for a nap. I would love that. I think most adults would love that. Kids are so lucky.
You're here! I'm not closing the door on you. That's my toddler. She has a lot of energy. And it's not your fault, but you didn't bring a kid to entertain her. So I have to go halfsies on this conversation or else she'll melt down in front of you. I'm completely stressed, but don't worry, I'm listening.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it's been like when I've gone to visit my friends that have children. You don't get that one-on-one conversation where they're paying attention to you at all. Which is why I think a lot of moms want to hang out with other moms, because then they get mom time to actually visit. Because if you're bringing over your kid, the kids can go off and do their kid thing, and then you get the mom time that's, I guess, relaxing to a point, as much as it can be relaxing when you have kids that are running around doing their own thing. That's why I think moms and child-free people just don't hang out that much, because as a child-free person, your expectation is, I'm going to be able to sit down and have a nice quiet conversation with you. As a mom, you're like, no, actually that's probably not going to happen because I've got to entertain my child, and so I'm sort of paying attention to the conversation that we're having, but I'm not really paying attention to the conversation that we're having. And I can see how that would be a little bit frustrating maybe for the child-free person, because you're like, I just want to sit down and have a talk with you. I haven't seen you in so long and I miss you. And the mom obviously can't ignore her kids and talk to you.
Wait, no. I'm actually thinking about all the free time you have. It's so weird. You could leave here, drive to Vegas, see Britney Spears, or even take a nap.
It is true, we do have free time, but I think even as a child-free individual, I'm still a busy person. It's not like I have nothing to do at all, but my life is much more flexible, and I think that's what appeals to me a lot about the child-free life. You get the flexibility that a parent just doesn't get, and when you're used to that flexibility, You can't imagine having to take care of children all day, every day, like every moment of every day. That's a big stretch.
Wait, what's happening? My daughter is trying to ride my son. You are going to be really strict with your kids. That's cool. I secretly hope you get a bad sleeper.
Yeah, I don't think I really give advice to people with kids because I really don't know what it's like. And, you know, people always say it's different with your own, or wait till you get there someday and you would do things differently than I do. I mean, of course I do have opinions about things, but I tend to keep that very quiet unless a parent specifically says to me, Hannah, what do you think about... Otherwise I say nothing.
I know, we used to talk on the phone every night. Look, I just read 8 books and I'm only capable of watching Shark Tank.
Hey, I like Shark Tank and Dragon's Den. Dragon's Den is the Canadian version of Shark Tank.
Is, you know, how fast can you get to market?
Slice plays in this space. Slices.
I'll pay for that one.
Yeah, you do.
Focused here for a second.
But unlike you, Lori, I am not out because I really do still love you. And in a few years, I'll make it all up to you with some bad advice from someone who will never judge.
Pumping milk looks like a lot of work. I'm kind of curious about this because do all moms pump milk? I don't know. Like, I know we're probably child-free, so we don't know. But if you're a mom and you're watching this, do the majority of moms pump milk? It's just a curious question that I have. Let me know down in the comments below.
Presley, no, that's disgusting. You.
She's eating cheese off the floor. If your floors are already clean, is there anything wrong with eating something off the floor? Isn't a kid eating off of the floor or like eating dirt building up their immune system? I mean, maybe not, but that's what I was always told when I was a kid. I mean, it's not like my parents encouraged me to eat dirt and eat things off the floor.
Did you eat dirt? Is that dirt yummy? That's so gross. Don't eat dirt.
But then maybe if you know that you haven't cleaned your floors in a really long time, as a parent, you'd be like, oh my goodness, don't put that in your mouth. That's disgusting. But yeah, you probably shouldn't. I'm just a little exhausted after watching that. I think I might go down for a nap now. If you're interested in watching one of my other React videos, go ahead and check it out right here.